Carve helps facilitators focus on identifying high-risk areas. At the same time, we allow you to deliver organizational and industry benchmarks on the same page. Business decisions for the project under review can be made with consideration for the best front-end planning benchmarks available. The first thing a project stakeholder sees in an assessment report is the executive summary. If it's long, a single click allows you to view the entire summary. For those new to the assessment process, understanding what a project score of 257 means can be challenging. We help put results in context with a comparison to your organization's historical project and industry benchmarks. Immediately, we see that the project score is above the portfolio average of 172, and this is cause for concern. This project has also scored above industry benchmarks for industrial projects at the very same stage. The executive summary indicates that the project team has elected to decide to hold off on proceeding to their planned stage gate review. But why, and where does the most amount of risk reside? The visual risk indicators below draw our attention to the basis of design, which represents 130 of the total 257 points. That's almost half of the undefined scope in the project. At a section level, we can easily relate this project to results from our portfolio and industry benchmarks. For Section 1, Basis of Project Decision, we can see that this section represents a substantial amount of scope to define, 499 points, and significant progress has been made. Nevertheless, a score of 101 in this section is high compared to the portfolio average of 68. In Section 2, Basis of Design, we see that this too is a significant amount of scope to define. A quick visual check shows that a substantial amount of risk is remaining. The section is scoring significantly above the portfolio average. Let's drill down to better understand where the undefined scope exists within Basis of Design. The category page uses the same visual indicators to help you identify categories with the most amount of risk. Using the scores displayed along the top, we see that site information and process and mechanical represent the most amount of risk. We can also easily identify categories with a substantial amount of undefined scope. The larger the area within the box, the greater the amount of undefined scope. Clicking on the equipment scope category allows us to put the findings from this assessment into context. We see that the project is trending well above the portfolio average. Clicking on the project bar allows us to drill down to the element level detail. We see both the raw scores and the comments captured during the assessment. You have the complete flexibility to drill down as deep as needed to seek clarification.